Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, hey, man. Shout out to True Media Podcast, man. You know what I mean? For always opening up the platform, for me to get on these busters' head. Pause.
Hey, look, you too old to be saying pause, man. You ain't from New York. And listen, if
Okay.
someone interpret what you saying that way, that says a lot. That has a lot more to do with them than you.
Absolutely.
See what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. But it's like I said, man, thank you for letting me come on here and cook. It's a lot going on in boxing. Where do we start at?
All right, listen, man. It's a whole lot. So we see Sean. Shout out to Sean. I see he got the victory over Jacob and stuff like that. And I see you was in his corner, and I see Devin was out there supporting him. I was telling the audience, I said, man, it seemed like you trying to build the Haney empire. Is that the case?
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I want to give, my kids, and my family, as many tools and as much wisdom as I've accumulated in my time here. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. I live for them. But my daughter is coming through too, though. I don't know if nobody know about her. She's a bad motor scooter too. She's still on that tennis court. So I'm looking forward to her, her ascendance.
So it's official about Devin about Debo Dev. He's fighting Roland Romero in May, right?
Absolutely.
May. So how was you able to put that? How was you able to make that deal? Did you talk to Al Haney? Did you see Al?
I didn't see him personally. I didn't talk to him. That's something that Devin normally does. He talks to the promoters. He talks to Turkey, he talks to Al, he talks to Eddie, you know what I mean? And what I do is I look over the paperwork and give him my opinion on it, you know what I mean? And that's what I do.
Bill said, I look over the paperwork. He say, so Debo do the talking. Yes. And then what you do, you look over the paperwork to make sure everything is straight.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just a sounding board for him, right? He looks over the paperwork too, and basically the paperwork is pretty much what they all agree on. You know what I mean? And if if the paperwork is to his understanding, then we move forward.
Bill, is it safe to say that the Haneys move as a unit? Because you have your older son, you have your oldest son, then you have Devin, you have Sean, you have your daughter. I'm not is it safe to say that y'all just move as a family unit?
Oh, absolutely. We take pride in family. We take pride in the fact that we're there for each other. I'm happy that I'm the patriarch of it. An example of it. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, we move together. And I hope that's a good example for other families, in boxing and sports to do the same.
All right, so I'm finna pivot a little bit now. New York. You saw something shocking.
Okay.
I saw Mill City. I saw you address the Tiger Johnson situation. Bill, what happened with that?
I'm not at liberty to necessarily go into depth with it because I have a restraining order on me, which I guess is accompanied by a gag order, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well, you got restraining order. No, man, hell no. Well, you got a restraining order. Hold on. In boxing?
Hey, man, in life, you know what I mean? Yeah, in real life, so I also got an ongoing case against me, as well as Devin has one too. You know what I mean? So
you can't talk.
Our attorneys just say just watch out because I think that it's something else going on than what we're traditionally accustomed to.
So I tell you what I will say is this here: the streets been talking, and the streets say that by you and Debo Dev, father and son, going to jail together, doing hard time, your street credibility, the stock has went up in the streets. So I just want to give you a round of applause for that. Round of applause for that. Yeah.
Well, Listen, well, I'd have to take the applause back and give it to you back, brother, because for us, it wasn't it wasn't monumental at all. It was something that was disheartening. You know what I mean? To look over and see him as much as I've done, and tried to prevent from that happening. So that's not something that I take pride in. That me and him, you know what I mean, was in the clinker for that short time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, all jokes aside, I mean that was unfortunate, but I do understand you got a pressing legal issue. So anyway, to
Yeah.
pivot a little bit on X, the application formerly known as Twitter.
Uh huh.
Devin Haney has been doing his things, such and such, and I have it. I have it on my page. I got to pull it up, but Devin says Devin made mention. I don't know if he was provoked or not, but Devin made mention of, more than likely, because Mama Hopefield always brings y'all up. He made mention of, Kid Austin's, financial situation as it relates to, his mother. I call her Mama Hopefield. Y'all may
Hmm.
know him as, Floyd Schofield Senior or Junior to
Yes.
the Senior, or
Yes.
whatever. I call her Mama Hope. That's what I call. Some
Okay.
people call her Auntie Skull. I call her Mama Hope. You know what I
Have
mean?
they have you been threatened with a lawsuit by Auntie Schofield?
No, mama,
I mean,
mama, mama,
oh,
mama. I haven't heard anything from Mama Ho at all.
mm,
You get what I'm saying? Mama Ho
mm,
told me to lose her number that day when she was on the show. She said, "Lose my number." So I lost the bitch number. So I ain't heard nothing from her. You know what I mean? I'm not avoiding any smoke at all. I'm waiting on it. To be honest with you, because I got something else in the cut that I'm
oh,
sitting on. I got something else in the
oh,
cut I'm sitting on. You see what I'm saying?
oh,
So when you make that move, Mama Ho, I'm gonna make this next move, but it's gonna be big. I can promise you.
man. Well,
But I haven't heard anything.
listen. I think that when he talked about um my grandbaby, and then he brought in her mom and all the other things. I mean, I think that he was attempting to take the gloves off, but of course, no one house is made of that doesn't have any glass. You know what I mean? We all have glass in our houses,
Yes,
so
sir.
and it's all love and all fair in love and war. Um, so you know what I mean? Mama Hofield or Auntie Hofield. I mean, AKA, you know what I mean? Uh, see, it's Ramadan. So you know what I mean? I definitely don't want to blow my blessings on him,
Yeah.
but I definitely, you know what I mean, have a job to do, and I don't want to lose my job. You know what I mean? So, it's a bittersweet time right now.
Well, right now it is Ramadan. That is true. So, we Ramadan is more spiritual than anything. And
Yes,
time I always talk to my grandfather. He used to be like, a lot of people look at Ramadan as that's when you fast from food and stuff like that from a physical aspect. But actually, Ramadan is really more spiritual than anything. That's
yes.
what you should get out of it. The renewing of the spirit. Um, so I'm happy that you got the Roller Romero fight locked in. Um, Bill, is there anything without giving away a game plan? Because Rolly Romero, he lives in Vegas. You guys out there in Vegas as well. Well, y'all everywhere, but both of you guys kind of like came up in the Mayweather's gym, but they have worked with some of everybody. I don't know how many different people that Rolly have worked with, but there's a lot of familiarity there between the two. Is there anything about Rolly Romero that that strikes, like raise the level of concern, like, okay,
Oh,
now,
absolutely. Oh, absolutely. He's one of those guys that has a special kind of strength that's
yeah.
only given to people that's special like he is. You know what I mean? And with that, you have to be on point, and you have to be on point for real, for real. And he can take it because he's special. And anybody that can take it, like, you got to deliver it precise and on point. Other than that, they'll be around and they'll be a nuisance. They'll be everything that, you know what I'm saying? So I take him very serious. You know what I mean? And until we totally, neutralize him, handicap him, and beat him up, then I'll continue to be concerned.
This fight kind of like, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think highly of Rolly from a skill set standpoint, in comparison to Debo. Because Debo is a lot he can do in the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He, like you say, feet so sweet they got to cheat to compete.
Well, you know what? I also believe that. You have to take into account that God blesses everyone with something. You know what I mean? And that's something that he has, right? Has gotten him to where he is as a world champion. So we wouldn't be picking him if he wasn't. Of course he put Ryan Garcia down and beat him pretty much most of the rounds of the fight. He didn't get his just due, but it's something that we experience all the time. So we understand that. We understand that the narrative wasn't, has shifted back to Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero. So we take this shit serious, dog. We're not looking past him. We're looking at him. You know what I mean? And after the Brian Norman fight, he was the first one on the list. So you know what I mean? I'm proud that we got him.
Speaking of Brian Norman, I didn't even know this was out there until I just saw it. I physically saw the video today where Brian Norman was suggesting that Debo Devin Haney is microdosing off of PEDs or whatever the case may be. Were you shocked to hear him say that?
Yeah, I was very much shocked to hear him say that. Because we were the ones that was initiating for the longest amount of testing. And as far as that I know, anyone that's doing any kind of dosing wouldn't be wanting to do any kind of testing. But if Brian Norman Sr. can get some of those doses from whoever that he said that he was talking to that was lying about us, then he can get stronger and take them engines out of that car a little bit faster down there at that auto body shop that he's forced to work since he's kicked out of boxing. You know what I mean? He just can PED them fingers up to twist them bolts off barehanded. You know what I mean? Jack up the car with his fingers alone. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Look, man. So look, the man got a trade, man. He's able to take care of his family with that too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but since he know about PEDs and he know about somebody and all that stuff, then maybe he would take them because it'll help him down at the garage. Because I don't think nobody is going to test him if he, gets some cars in and out like he's supposed to.
See, you do. Hold on. Do you see this?
Hold on, y'all. Let me.
See this?
Yeah. Well, they blame me for everything. Yeah, well, they blame me for everything. So I'm cool with it. I accept it.
Hey, so yeah, I mean that kind of threw me for a loop. Now this is not what Brian Norman Jr. has said.
Hey, I'm on the live.
You heard me, Bill?
Yes. Yeah. What you say?
No, this is not what Junior said.
Oh no.
But Brian Norman Jr. didn't say that.
No, I'm talking about Brian. No, those comments were not about Brian Norman Jr. They were for Brian Norman Sr. You know that, right?
Right. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
No. I was just letting you know that it wasn't Junior didn't say anything. That was.
Oh no, Junior at the same time. What Junior did was Junior said that he speaks for himself and Brian Norman speaks for the garage.
No, he ain't saying the garage. Hey, hold on. Why you say the man got kicked out of boxing? Why you say that?
Huh? Well, because when I talked to him on Mill City yesterday, he said he's just a fan of boxing now. He's no longer has a voice of as an insider voice. He was speaking as a fan now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know what? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I hope everything work out with B. Norman Jr. He's a good young man, bro. He's a good young man.
I'll put you in my pocket for just a second, because then I'm gonna let my nephew drive. Come on, Cole, you drive.
Yeah. So. But anyways, yeah, man. So it's kind of like
I can still hear you though.
Okay, you can still hear me. We good. So it's kind of like I really, I really do have a lot of goodwill for Brian Numa Jr. I think he's down in
No.
Texas working with Ronnie Shields now. I don't know if that's the only trainer he's working with, but he's trying to get better as a fighter. I think
Yes.
he learned a lot, and so now y'all don't start the Debo Dev campaign. So we bringing back Debo Dev in 5. We got Big Rolo in 6. Big Rolo in 6. What you think about that?
Uh, Listen.
Big Rolo.
However they call it, however you call it, I believe that Devin is going to be victorious. You know what I mean? So
Hey,
however you call it, uh, yeah,
you sleeping? See, Bill, you're sleeping on Big Rolo now. Big Rolo don't got a whole lot better, since the last time, Bill. Big Rolo don't got better. I had motherfucker tell me, oh yeah,
hey,
Bill phone no froze. Yeah, I see
okay,
you.
no. Well, the only thing that beats special is very special, and he's very special. So anything's possible with the kind of strength that he possesses. So we plan on being on our A game.
Boy, you's a hell of a nigga. Boy, you is a hell of a nigga. Bill said the only thing be special is very special. Brian ain't gonna lie, but that was good. That was good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. It ain't easy to impress me. I'm impressed. I was impressed with that one. I ain't gonna lie. I like that. I'm gonna have to use that one myself. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to take that one now. That's that. Hey, hey, listen, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to go back to Vegas, man. I love Vegas, bro.
Oh man, listen, you invited everybody in the chat. We invited, and more importantly, listen, it'll be God willing, inshallah, it'll be Memorial Day weekend. So kids will be out of school, and everybody be off of work. And the whole city will be lit. You know what I mean? So it's a great opportunity or a great time, you know what I mean, to come out to Vegas for the Memorial Day weekend, which is historically something that Al Heyman does really good on that weekend. You know what I mean, in terms of putting on events, from what I'm hearing.
Al, him, Sam Watson, all those guys over there, man. It's amazing because you don't work with Top Rank, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, Turk Al Sheik, and you're working now with Al Heyman. Like, how have you been able to navigate that? Like especially in this era of political dominance as it relates to boxing, certain fights are hard to be made. Wrong side of the street politics. Some people may be trying to duck you or this or that, just whatever, right? Hide behind promotional companies. But in this climate in boxing, how, Bill, have you been able to consistently get these big fights in this climate?
The very first time that we've ever done anything with anyone, bless you, but anytime we've done anything with a promoter, we did it in partnership to fight a champion. We've never went to a promoter and said, hey, let's do a deal and you give us a tune-up. Or how about this? How about you give us a couple fights to raise our profile? We've never went into anything other than being an asset to a company and making it a big event happen. You know what I mean? Whether it was Logan Paul and KSI, whether it was filling in for Usyk, who got a bicep injury in DC, and we were at the main event there. It's a lot of different instances. The fight in Times Square, where we were the co-main, pushing hard, and then Riyadh. Our language and our verbiage that we speak um, publicly is what we speak privately. It's not like a promoter or a network will hear us talking and then call a meeting, and then it's a different tone. A lot of these guys are really looking for those promoters to save them, right? And they go into it and they talk a lot of shit on the internet, and then behind the scenes, they're telling the promoters and they're telling the networks and telling them that they really ain't ready, that they don't really want that fight that they're they're talking about on the internet. So when you do that, that's an easy way to get kicked out of the business. A great way to get welcomed in the business is the uh, the energy that you show publicly is the same energy that you should show privately when you're doing a negotiate.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.